what we started to investigate and think that could we actually build a healthcare AI assistant that takes some of that burden out of the healthcare professionals. It's not a secret that there are, of course, a lot of possibilities, potential. You can really solve problems that there are today, but there are also some concerns like, well, hallucinations maybe being one of the most also well-known. Of course, I think operating in quite regulated environment, working with doctors, nurses, care professionals. Of course, I guess that one of the key questions is that how can I be certain that I can trust this technology? So has this been validated in the clinical context well enough? If I am to use this in my everyday life, how can I be certain that the output, what the machine, what the system, the platform is doing, that I can really trust that it's helping me? So as a developer, it's our task to really show that what we bring to the production is actually of the highest quality, that we have tackled some of those problems. So for us, it's really critical that we can really control and understand what is happening when our models are being developed before they are deployed to the real patient use by the customers. And there I believe that in order to do that at scale and properly, of course you could always add human testers there, but if you want to really build it in a scalable manner, I would say the evaluators are the only way to do that properly in the modern software development practice. So today we are using root signals as part of the model development. That is in a way and model iteration is also part of the development. So when we are introducing new clinical node model, for instance, so we need to perform certain tests and automated tests. For instance, are there hallucinations? How concisely written is the node? Certain custom evaluators coming. So root signals is integrated into that those internal development tools that we have for creating and developing and these new models for clinical nodes. But then also ultimately, once we start getting a lot of feedback coming in based on the real world use, then of course we need to iterate a new model version and compare to what we have today, for instance. So that's one example that how automated actually testing and evaluations really helped us in catching possible problem early on in our development before we had spent significant amount of time in reviewing those reports, or even in the worst case releasing worse version of the model to the customer use, which we never want to do. I would say that we should trust AI with a caveat that when it's built and monitored in the right way. So and especially in the healthcare, we are living in quite complex world, solving quite complex problems and building quite complex models. So there should be somebody or something monitoring that, and there I believe that evaluators will be kind of an integral part of that going forward.